Alright, so I just uploaded a video of me basically going through my new 2DS XL I got, from unboxing it to making sure it works and playing a few games on it. So with that said, I've yet to get the trigger repaired, but that's because the game that I'm mostly playing on this, which is New Love Plus, doesn't require the triggers to function. If anything, it uses the directional pads right here if I want to view a character, which is currently right now Rinko. This is the girl I'm personally interested in. So since I like this particular character, I decided to look around, see if there's a way to pull the 3D models of these characters out of the game, and there is. I'm currently in the process right now of going through the data dump that someone did, and actually pulling out the schoolgirl uniforms. The one I really want to build is Rinko with give me a second, where is it? With this outfit here that she's wearing. But looking at it right now, it's definitely a bit more skimpier than I initially thought, especially looking at it now while I'm recording a YouTube video. Granted, this is my own personal figure, so it really doesn't matter, especially considering this particular outfit is one she does wear in the game. The only reason why I have yet to use this out, the only reason why I really haven't chosen on this one is because there's so many different leg combinations. I only had this one here just to see how everything will go together. So I'm going to go and find everything that has to go with the schoolgirl outfits, and then same thing with the legs and whatnot, and then come back, because I got, let's see, just for the top section, which is just her torso and the skirt and the arms. If I go to that actual file, give me a second, gotta figure out where it is. 398 individual files I have to go through. And that's just the top section right here. If I want to go through, if I decide to go for an outfit that requires an actual skirt, I got a whole separate subfolder for that, which has luckily only 36 items. But when it comes to the amount of options for the legs, 185. Ugh. And of course, if I go for the hair, the first few files, which I believe about to here, contain the assets for her head and her hands. The rest of the folders are all different hairstyles Rinko can have at any given time in the game. Granted, when you're first starting out and playing the first half of the game, you only really see her in the school. You only see the girls in their school uniforms, and maybe like one or two other non-school related outfits. So I have to go through a lot of freaking files just to find the few assets that'll make a proper looking Rinko model. And I do want to do one more thing. This is the website I've been using to figure everything out, from getting the partial English patch working on my version of the game to figuring out how to pull the 3D models out and whatnot. And if I actually go, give me a second, make sure it's not playing anything. And if I go down to here, someone actually went and did a dump of each and every character. So if I go over there and actually load up the actual site, here are basically all the crap that's required from the data dump, which is actually from this file right here, image.bin. When you go to export all the files from the .3ds file that this game runs on. So I want to go and re-download this for the sake of this video. So I'm going to go ahead and zip. Come on, I have gigabit internet. You shouldn't be downloading this slowly. I'll come back. Alright, so everything's downloaded. If I actually go to it, open it up, there's a grand total of 626 files that I have to go through. And of course, each individual folder has heaps of files on top of that. So just to parse all the parts out for the just to parse out all the parts for face, hands, and hair, top shirts and a few other things, and then the skirts and pants that she could wear at any given time. And then on top of that, all the different types of legs she can be wearing at any given time. It took me at least 6 hours to combine all these into their own separate little subfolders, make it a little bit more easier for me to find something. So luckily I'm only going to be finding the schoolgirl stuff. So once I get done with the schoolgirl stuff and I start seeing normal day clothes and whatnot, then I'll stop looking at this, and then I'll go to the next part that I need to go to, which is going to be the legs. So it's still going to take me about maybe 2 hours or so to get everything pulled out that I want to get pulled out, because I'm also putting them into their own separate subfolder too, so I can combine them together in Papercraft and make a coherent model like this. So to not bore you anymore, and this video's already gone long for 6 minutes, I'm going to come back when I get everything situated from the top from the top section here to her legs figured out. And then I'll make a few coherent models, and then I'll choose which model I personally want to build. Again, I'm going to go for the schoolgirl outfit because it's going to be the more easier ones for me to actually properly parse everything together. So like I said, I'll come back when when I figure everything out. Well, it's not exactly the schoolgirl outfit, but I did want to get one outfit set up to see how exactly Rinko will look. And pretty much this is how she's going to look. If I turn on edges, you can see how the model is split into sections. I'm going to try and build this without actually having the guy that does the posing for me pose this one, because I don't want to constantly bombard him with requests for me to pose something. Especially considering this one's not going to be life size. I do plan on building the models that'll be coming out from the Love Plus Every, which is going to be a cell phone game, and from what I saw, it looks to be a Unity game. So theoretically, pulling the models from that app isn't going to be too difficult. That'll be the time I'll actually have him pose one of the characters for me, mainly Rinko. Because if I'm going to make a life-size version of her out of the Unity models, I want to have an actual pose. And for a pose, I have an idea in mind, but I don't know if the outfit that goes with that particular pose I'm looking at will actually be in the app at the time it releases. So, like I said, I'll come back when I actually get the full schoolgirl stuff figured out. This isn't all the outfits, but this is one of them. I just want to come back and show what one outfit will look like. Luckily, with the way these models are designed, the actual like physical model is cut into pieces, so I can easily just swap these shoes for a different pair. I can easily cut right here and add a different pair of socks. I can cut here and add socks. I can do whatever I want. I can just mix and match outfits. Now, when it comes to the schoolgirl outfit, I'm probably going to end up going for this particular one right here. I already have the top portion of that already on my desktop. I just gotta find the bottom portion of her legs, which is again just her socks, and maybe find the proper shoes. I don't know if these shoes are actually in the game files, but that's my current intention, is to find the proper pair of shoes and socks to give her the proper look. And of course, I also gotta go and properly get the top portion of her skirt figured out. I'm not sure about the top part of her schoolgirl outfit figured out. And I'll come back with me actually getting the whole schoolgirl outfit put together when I get the legs figured out. And getting this all put together is a whole nother bit on its own. And I'm going to record my whole process just to show you what I have to go through to get these models all properly set up to the way you can see them right now. So I'll come back when I get the legs here all situated. Alright, so I more or less got the legs situated. When it comes to the socks, they actually need to go up a little bit more higher. They need to go to about here or so. And it looks like I gotta reconform the legs here, so I gotta also do that. So I'm gonna do that off camera. But yeah. I was trying to go for legs like this, but I can't seem to find the actual full 3D model. I found the 3D models for her legs, but I haven't been able to find the 3D models for Ronka's legs. So at least if I wanted to go build her, I already know I already know how far down I need to go into the file set to get the proper legs for her. But with that said, let's get on with setting up the shirt. This is gonna be this is where this video is gonna get really long. And also I'm gonna do something a little more. And also, unlike all my other videos, I'm actually gonna show how everything goes together. Okay, so I want to build. This version of Rinko, the one where they have the bow tie on and whatnot. So I gotta go through and find what it is. I believe it is the fall outfit, which is this one right here. And if I go to the textures, they correspond with the outfit. So here's where things get very, very tedious. Normally I'll just be able to go in there and apply the textures. But as you can tell, the the Papercraft sees everything as just one face. So if I go to that same file which is, where is it? False something, there it is. And I want to apply this. Some of it meshes correctly, like you can see right here, but this doesn't hit. But this piece doesn't sit right because this is supposed to be skin tone. This is supposed to be something else, and the skirt's all off. So how do I fix this? Well, this is what I gotta do. We open up the stupid thing again. Go to this. No and no. And then go to show objects. Go in there and individually delete one at a time. Close. Save. You get the general idea. Now I'm going to keep this part in because I do want to show how much effort I have to put into putting one of these together, how to put this together. Even though there's only going to be like a 3 to 4, like a 3.5 foot model, I still want to show at least some of what I had to go into to put this thing together. And it crashes. And it crashes again. So what was I on again? I was on 4, so I need to delete object. So I need to delete everything up to 5. Because that is save as 5. And 6. So yeah, that's one aspect I have to work with, is Papercraft going full retard and crashing. I have to go in there and reparse everything together. Because that is import. And I forgot my placement. Papercraft. God dang it. Okay. Now I can go and apply the proper textures. There we go. Now I got the proper textures. I still don't have the MP3 player that she wears around her neck and whatnot. I gotta figure out where in the dump deal it's actually placed, and that's a whole nother, and I'm not looking forward to that. Okay. So now let's go and set everything up. Minimize that. Go to the dump file that's edited. Where is the dump file that's edited? Okay, there's the edited dump files. Okay, where is her face? There's her face. Import her stock hair. There's your stock hair. Import, go to desktop. Import the newest shirt that I had. It was in fall. Where's the fall shirt bullcrap at? There it is. Yes, that's the shirt. Okay. Now I need to go to the hands, which I should have actually attached when I was in the edited folder. There's her hands. Import. And the legs. Where are the legs? Where did I put the legs? I put them on the desktop, which is right here. Alright. So when it comes to the uniform, this is the uniform I'm going to build for her. Now I'm going to build. So the next thing I gotta really do is properly get the legs situated, because they're two-toned, and that needs to be fixed. I'm going to actually do that off camera, because this is the schoolgirl outfit I'm actually going to build her in. So I'm going to go save. I'm calling it 2 because there are multiple actual schoolgirl uniforms that she can be wearing at once, or at any given time. And how do I know this? If I bring up my small 2DS, or she's wearing the white outfit, and the autofocus on the camera has gone stupid. While on my 3DS while on my new 2DS, she's wearing this one. But the reason why I chose the one that I have now is because the fact that, because I personally like it. So next thing I gotta do is kill the bug that's on my LCD panel. Die, you little bastard. Die. Die. He's dead now. And What was that gonna do? Oh yeah, let's go and try and find her find out where she keeps her where the little Bluetooth thing she has around her neck is hiding. Oh, there's a little piece here that's wrong. Give me a second. Oh jeez. Oh, that's a texture failure right there. Texture failure on their end, not mine. Interesting. Nice job, Konami. You failed right here. So I think I stated this in the other part of this video, but again, when it comes to the legs, the socks are supposed to go up to here. I'm going to actually fix that when I actually go to build her. I'm just going to take a small sliver of whatever this is, reprint it, and then just literally glue it to there, to just glue it to this section. That way so it looks right. So like I said, the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to properly retexture her legs and start the process of actually putting her together, scaling her up properly, and putting out all the pieces onto the sheet here for printing to print and whatnot. So that will conclude part 1. I don't know how exactly this is going to go. I may actually have the guy that does the posing for me go and actually properly pose her for me. But since she's only going to be about 3 feet, I'm going to actually go and just do my phone right now is storage, but yeah. Like I was going to say, I don't know if I'm going to have him pose this for me, but again, since she's only going to be about 3.5 feet, I'm going to go and actually physically cut where the arms need to bend and whatnot, same thing with the legs, and see how good it comes, and see how good it looks. And if it looks as bad as I think it's going to, I think I might actually have him do the posing for me. But for right now, I'm going to try it myself, doing the old-fashioned way like I did initially when I built my life-size Jack so many years ago. So with that said, this is now finally the end of part 1.